Are you ready for a change? Are you ready for your life to turn around? Are you ready for things to happen to bring you great success, to see your dreams and visions come to pass? Then you are at the right place at the right time, listening to the Julie Tussey Show podcast. Welcome. And while you're here, please subscribe and leave us a good review. Also, let your friends and family know about the Julie Tussey Show. Get on the Julie Tussey train. We're going somewhere, baby.
Pop the glam pain. It's time for the Julie Tussey Show live guest current event scathing exposés. The original suburban bombshell, the big blonde baby, giving you the fastest, funniest, most informative 30 minutes of your life. And now, here's Julie Tussey.
Welcome to the Julie Tussey Show. I am so excited to be here with you today. Man, we have been getting it on in the studio. We have a lot going on. And I wanted to introduce you to this program today because if you're new to the Julie Tussey Show, and we've been getting a lot of new listeners and followers across the country and around the world, thank you, Jesus, I actually have a cooking show called the Julie Tussey Show Fabulous Cooking. And once a month, I pop in an episode of that because, and I'll tell you why I do it. I thought I was kind of crazy to think about doing it, but I am telling you, I get so many downloads and so much response from this, I probably could do a whole podcast of recipes. So today you're going to go into hearing the audio of the show. Now, if you actually want to see the show and you want to see all of the food prep and everything going on over there, the shows are really, really good. We have some great recipes. You can just search Julie Tussey Fabulous Cooking, or you can go over to youtube.com/C/TME TV. That's for Tussey Music and Entertainment TV. So TME TV, and you can watch, I think there's 13 episodes on now of cooking shows. Now, you all, I am from a big Italian family. I live on Mexican food. Now, not everything I make is spicy. Everything I make can be made spicy or tone it down. And everything I make can be made fit and fabulous. So I cook the original version, like the full out butter, the full whole milk, whatever it calls for. But I tell you how to make my fit and fabulous version. So if you're on a weight loss journey like I am, and we're slaying it in January, you can hear me talk about that today on the podcast, but you can also go and see the show. Now, before we get into the cooking show, I did want to announce to you, I have a special announcement. Are you ready? I have started another podcast, so we're leveling up, my sisters and brothers. We're leveling up, and it's called Grace Girls and Company Podcast with Julie Tussey, and I am so excited about it. Oh my gosh, this podcast is faith-filled, wordful, fired up, praying all out for Jesus. It's all about overcoming life with the Word of God. It's all about becoming a success with the Word. I'm so excited. You all may not know this, but I've been in ministry since I was 17, and you all know I'm 30, wink, wink. Actually, a lot more than 30. So go on over and subscribe to that. And right now it's on Spreaker.com if you want to go and search for it. And a few other places. We're waiting for iTunes and iHeartRadio to tell us, yay, we have the go-ahead on that. So that'll be coming soon. I'll announce that when it happens. So I welcome you now to listen in to the Julie Tussey Show Fabulous Cooking while we make you some amazing white cheddar chicken enchiladas with sour cream sauce and my super duper fast and easy homemade fresh salsa. I think I called it fresh, fabulous, amazing, something like that. So it's really, really good. Welcome to the Julie Tussey Show Fabulous Cooking. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm Julie Tussey, and I'm the creator of this crazy and fabulous cooking show, the Julie Tussey Show Fabulous Cooking. I have a great recipe for you today. I think you're gonna love it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to make it. And I'm ready for my family to enjoy this already, and I know you will be. Now, on the Julie Tussey Show, we give you our original recipes, and as we're going, I will teach you how to lighten them up, and I call that fit and fabulous because I've lost 30 pounds doing the same exact thing with these recipes for myself. So you can have the original recipes, and you can have the fit and fabulous version. Now, while we're shooting the show, we're also on Facebook Live. So hi, everybody on Facebook Live. Thank you for tuning in. And they're going to learn right now how to cook this too. So here we go. How about some white cheddar chicken enchiladas with a sour cream sauce? Yeah, it's going to be great. So we're going to get started right away. I have in my bowl 3 cups of chicken breast. Now, you can get a rotisserie chicken and take the meat off. You can use dark meat. You can use light meat. Whatever it is that you like, you can use in this recipe. You can use ground beef. You can use ground chicken, ground turkey, whatever you have. I'm all about teaching you to use what you have in your house. So I have this, look at this, you guys. Shredded chicken. And I actually put it in my Instant Pot. You can put it in a slow cooker. I put garlic on it, onion powder, salt and pepper. Oh, yum. Now, if this was just for me, I would have cooked jalapenos in it, maybe some red pepper flakes because I like it spicy. But this recipe is mild and you can heat it up any way that you want to. So first off, we're going to take 3 cups of shredded chicken. You can do 2, but I have a pretty large family, so I'm going to make quite a bit. And then thank you to my Gary Tussey husband. He shredded up white, sharp cheddar cheese for me. So I'm going to take 3 cups of this. As you can see, look at that. Looks great. This stuff is the bomb. Now you can use whatever you have. Like I said, if you don't have white, then go ahead and use yellow shredded. I always like sharp. It's better for me, but whatever your family likes. Then you simply toss it like this. So there you go. Looks tossed to me. Oh, it smells so good, you guys. You should smell this. I'm going to set that aside just for a minute. Now I took tortilla shells, and these are just a medium size, but these are the soft and fluffy. I prefer those. They're flour. You can use corn tortillas also if you want to, but I think that these give it a much better flavor. So simply, this is so simple. You're going to take your tortillas, and you're going to put the mixture in about, I don't know, 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup. You don't want it to not roll. And unlike a burrito, we are not going to fold the ends. We're just going to simply roll this. We're going to place this in a 9 by 13 inch glass pan that I have sprayed with Pam. So we're going to keep making these. This pack came with 10, and I'm guessing it's going to take about 10 to fill this up. So I'm simply rolling them like this. So those of you on Facebook, you can see. Just roll them up, leave the ends open, and put them in a 9 by 13 pan. A glass dish. Now I have the oven heating at 350. And I'm simply going to keep rolling until my pan is full. Isn't this, oh, it looks so good, you guys. I'm really excited about this recipe. Of course, you all know I'm from a big Italian family, and I grew up loving Mexican food also. I think it's kind of all the same hot and spicy kind of thing, because Italian, you can make it hot and spicy. So that's what I do anyway. Now, I told you can use corn tortillas. I don't think they'd be as good unless you use like the white corn. Maybe you're gluten-free like me. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to make a pan of gluten-free. So you can actually get gluten-free flour tortillas. Doing some switching around here, getting everything where it should go. So this is what it looks like, okay? Doesn't that look delicious? Look on Facebook. Bring it over here. Try and show you everywhere. All right, I'm going to set those over here. And I'm going to make the gluten-free because I could definitely eat these for a while. For lunch every day for a while. Or dinner. Now, these gluten-free shells I found at Meijer, they kind of break a little bit easier, but I don't care. As long as I can have the pretend flour tortilla flavor, I'm happy. And we're almost done with these two. Yum. 2 more and we are done. So now we're at the stove and we are going to make our sour cream sauce. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I have a stick of butter, which is a 1/2 cup of butter in here, and I'm going to make a roux. Now you guys, roux are awesome. Many times with a roux, you will make your butter or oil or whatever hot, melted and hot, and then you put the flour in and make a dough. Today I'm using gluten-free flour for myself. My family never even notices that I do it. So I have found that I do better when I put in the liquid with my fat first and then stir in. So that's getting hot, so I'm going to pull it off because I don't want it to burn me when I pour. Ready? I'm putting in a box of chicken broth. And yes, I used my Julie Tussey Show Leopard Tiffany Ombre Cup because it was sitting here anyway and looked good. So I was like, I'm going to do that. So now I'm going to turn the temperature up to almost high. I want this to come to a boil.
Hi, it's Julie Tussey. I want to remind you to go to JulieTusseyShow.com and join the mailing list. Also, see all the fabulous cooking you want to see on YouTube.com/C/TME TV. I'm here to empower you to fix what's broken in your life.
Honey, you were not created to be ordinary, but you were created to be extraordinary. You were not created to be common, but you were created to be uncommon. You were not created to be average, but to be above average. I mean, you are remarkable, you are noteworthy, you are impressive, striking, outstanding, brilliant, excellent, superb, praiseworthy. Now, isn't that amazing? How many people tell you that? Only on the Julie Tussey Show.
Visit John Rader, Farm Bureau Insurance, North Madison office for your insurance needs, great rates, and great service right here in Richmond, Kentucky. Tell them Julie sent you.
Honey, let's go shopping at Bluegrass Marble and Granite.
All right, but I really don't want to miss the game today.
Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond is Madison County's only local fabrication shop for granite, marble, quartz, and Tecton countertops. Visit our showroom to view full slabs of natural stone and schedule a free in-home estimate. Always have your drink on a rock with Bluegrass Marble and Granite.
Go get!
You too can get a blue and leopard cup right here from the JulieTusseyShow.com. My own cup. Oh, and you can also get the pink leopard cup. So now we're at the stove and we are going to make our sour cream sauce. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I have a stick of butter, which is a 1/2 cup of butter in here, and I'm going to make a roux. Now you guys, roux are awesome. Many times with a roux, you will make your butter or oil or whatever hot, melted and hot, and then you put the flour in and make a dough. Today I'm using gluten-free flour for myself. My family never even notices that I do it. So I have found that I do better when I put in the liquid with my fat first and then stir in. So that's getting hot, so I'm going to pull it off because I don't want it to burn me when I pour. Ready? I'm putting in a box of chicken broth. And yes, I used my Julie Tussey Show Leopard Tiffany Ombre Cup because it was sitting here anyway and looked good. So I was like, I'm going to do that. So now I'm going to turn the temperature up and I'm going to put in a 1/2 cup of, I'm doing gluten-free flour. So it blends in really good. You can do it either way. I've done it both ways, but it's kind of lumpy when I make it the other way. So, and I'm stirring it in, and it might look lumpy at first, but it will blend out as it becomes hot. So this is how you do it. And you see, I just put a little bit at a time, getting it in there. Now with a roux, what you're really making is almost a gravy. Many times it's a milk-based roux for things, but today we did chicken broth, butter, and flour. Now see that? This flour has blended out. There's not one single lump. So this,
I know a chef would say don't do this, but on the Julie Tussey Show, we have hashtag no chef shish because I'm not a chef. And we will bring the chefs in when we want the chef shish. So a chef may say don't do it this way, but this is what works for me. And I know some of you do gluten-free too. You can do it with regular flour or gluten-free flour. So we're going to bring this to a boil, and it will thicken up. Okay, I'm impatient, so I'm putting it on high. I am putting it on high. Now, you don't want to leave your roux and go do anything else. So you want to stand right here and watch it, babysit it, care for it like a child until it's just the thickness that we're looking for. Hear it? It's starting to boil. So that was 32 ounces of chicken broth. If you cannot get the box, you can actually use 2 cans with just a couple ounces less.
Go subscribe at the Grace Girls and Company podcast with Julie Tussey. You're going to love, love, love this faith-filled, awesome, fired-up, stirred-up Christian podcast. Now on Spreaker.com.
And you can see when it begins to have a slow roll to it, like a smooth roll, you can see that that's thickened up and it's like a gravy. So there we have our chicken broth roux. Okay, I'm going to carry it over here. You can see that. I'll show you guys on Facebook. See, it's like a gravy. Can't see it on the other screen. So it's like a gravy. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take 2 cups of sour cream and we're going to put it in here and stir it. Now, if you have time to let it cool, go ahead, because we're doing a cooking show. I'm not going to. I'm going to go ahead and stir it right in. Okay, so we're going to stir that in. Oh, this is going to be so yummy. Now, if you don't like garlic and onion, I did want to mention you can actually put plain chicken breast, and if you buy rotisserie, I don't season it. I just use what that is. So I got that in, 2 cups of sour cream. Now I'm going to put in 1 whole can of green chilies. Can you see that? Mm-hmm. All right, that's all it takes. That's all it takes for this. So that roux is done. I'm going to begin to pour this over. Let me make sure you can see that. Okay, I'm going to pour this over top. Now I want these really saucy, so I'm going to be generous, as you can see. Then I'm going to take and make sure that it goes down in between each one just by moving them a little bit. Oh yeah, this is fantastic. All right, I'm going to put a little bit more on there because I have it. Now, you don't have to use as much sauce if you don't want to. You can even cut the recipe in half if you're not a saucy girl like me or a saucy guy. Now I'm going to put some cheese on top of those, but before I do, I'm going to finish my gluten-free. Looking forward to that too. I was putting all of it on there. I don't want to waste.
Find a healthier you at Campbell Chiropractic in Richmond, Kentucky. Safe, effective, and natural wellness. Get a free gift on your first visit when you tell them Julie sent you.
The music on this program is off a CD that Gary and I made called And Dance. It's Christian blues, and we'd love for you to have it. You can get it at cdbaby.com/CD/Julie Tussey 4. Hey, Hey, this is Julie Tussey. I want to invite you to listen to my podcast, The Julie Tussey Show. It's a lifestyle podcast for women. I'm also known as the Big Blonde Baby, and I like to bring you the fastest, funniest, most informative 30 minutes of your life. Yes, with me, no topic is off limits, but in this unpredictable and exciting show, I like to focus on women's health, fitness, fashion, current events, and women's lifestyles. This edgy, funny, and informative podcast is just what you need to, quote, unquote, live your life to the fullest. Find me on iHeartRadio, Spreaker, and iTunes. The Julie Tussey Show Podcast. You're going to love it.
You too can get a blue and leopard cup right here from thejulietusseyshow.com. My own cup. Oh, and you can also get the pink leopard cup. I'm going to begin to pour this over. Let me make sure you can see that. Okay. I'm going to pour this over top. Now, I want these really saucy, so I'm going to be generous, as you can see. Then I'm going to take and make sure that it goes down in between each one just by moving them a little bit. Oh, yeah. This is fantastic. All right, I'm going to put a little bit more on there because I have it. Now, you don't have to use as much sauce if you don't want to. You can even cut the recipe in half if you're not a saucy girl like me or a saucy guy. Now, I'm going to put some cheese on top of those, but before I do, I'm going to finish my gluten-free. Looking forward to that too. I was putting all of it on there. I don't want to waste. So there you go. And I'm going to move them because it's going to bake down, you all. The sauce is going to bake down a little bit in the oven. And there you go with that. Now, I'm going to put cheese on top of both of these. Now, I chose to use the orange sharp shredded cheddar because I think it'll look pretty. You can use whatever you have, I'm telling you. So we're adding 1 cup on top. Okay, and if your family is cheese lovers like mine, go ahead and use 2. You can use 2. All right, so there you have it. Look at this. Does that look delicious? There you go, Facebook. It's got to go over this way to get it in the shot. There you go. I'm going to put them in the oven right now for 20 minutes at 350. And we're going to watch them to make sure that when they're golden brown and bubbling and the cheese is melted, they're done because the chicken is already cooked. So we're really just going to heat them in there.
After a week of hearing hundreds of I can'ts, I'm here today to tell you you can. Find us on social media at facebook.com/The Julie Tussey Show and Instagram, The Julie Tussey Show, home of the original Suburban Bombshell. To get your copy of the music you hear in today's program, go to cdbaby.com/CD/Julie Tussey 4. I want to take a minute to say thank you so much to our supporters, underwriters, sponsors, those of you that give to our nonprofit corporation, The Voice Incorporated. Become a VIP today, a Voice Impact Partner with me, and help us get this program and all of our other programming out to people to help their lives be better. To give today, you can find us on your Venmo app at The Voice INC. You can also find us on the Cash app. If you'd like to give by credit card, email me at thejulietussey@gmail.com and leave your phone number.
So while that's baking in the oven, and does it smell fabulous in here, I am going to make some fast and easy salsa. Wow. When my kids were little, we would grow and still do green peppers, jalapenos, those kinds of things in our backyard. And so we learned to make this really, really fast. So I go to the store, you guys, and I just get a can of fire roasted tomatoes, which you can see in here. Yep, they're right there. So I get a can of fire roasted tomatoes, and then all I do is chop up fresh ingredients, put it in, stir it. You're going to be amazed. This will be made in 2 minutes. So I have a half of a sweet Vidalia onion. You can use any kind of onion that you want, but it can get strong, so watch out. I'm going to put a half of a diced Vidalia onion, half of a diced green pepper. Okay, this is a fresh jalapeno. If you get them fresh, they're not so hot. This is one whole big one, so I'm going to put about half of that in and leave the rest for myself later. And then I'm going to dice up, or actually just shred up, a little bit of fresh cilantro. I love cilantro. It's one of my favorite things. The first time I went to California to go sing, I had it. It was the first time I ever had it in a restaurant, and they put it in everything, and I have been in love with it since. So there you go. That goes on top. Simple, simple, simple. Got a quarter of a lime, a fresh lime. Just going to put a little squeeze in there. And some generous salt, you all. A couple teaspoons of salt. Then we simply take a spoon and toss it. Now, I make mine very, very chunky with other vegetables. If you do not like that much vegetable, cut everything in half or use 2 cans of tomatoes. Okay, so I like it. We all like it in our family to eat. We will eat pico, and this is just like a pico meets a salsa. So there you go. And there you have it, my fast, easy salsa. Oh my gosh, it smells fantastic. We're going to plate up the food now.
The music on this program is off a CD that Gary and I made called And Dance. It's Christian blues, and we'd love for you to have it. You can get it at cdbaby.com/CD/Julie Tussey 4. You too can get a blue and leopard cup right here from the JulieTusseyShow.com. My own cup. Oh, and you can also get the pink leopard cup. So it's been 20 minutes. I peeked in there, and the enchiladas are bubbling. They look beautiful. The cheese is melted. Perfect timing. So now we're going to plate this up. I am so excited. Usually you'd want to let them cool for a few minutes, but because we're doing television, we don't do those things as much as possible. Hopefully they'll come up out in one piece for me. Oh, they're so good, you guys. And of course, that's going to get thicker. I'm going to do it like this. It's going to get thicker as it cools, the gravy. I'm going to get 2 of them. Yes, I was being very risky. It's what I do. Going to put a little more sauce on them. Oh my goodness. Now this is what they look like, and I'm going to put some salsa on the side. We want to make sure we get a picture of this. This is beautiful. So there you have it. They smell delicious. They smell delicious. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. You can go to thejulietusseyShow.com and get many, many more recipes. We're also putting together a cookbook from season 1 because this is season 2. Right here, our first episode. So we're excited for that. Thank you to John Reiter at the North Madison Farm Bureau Insurance, and thank you to Campbell Chiropractic for sponsoring the Julie Tussey Show. And a big shout out to Bluegrass Marble and Granite. My girls Lindsay and Audrey there will take care of your needs. They have the most beautiful marble and granite you've ever seen, so go check them out. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. I'll see you next time. After a week of hearing hundreds of I can'ts, I'm here today to tell you you can. Find us on social media at facebook.com/The Julie Tussey Show and Instagram, The Julie Tussey Show, home of the original Suburban Bombshell. To get your copy of the music you hear in today's program, go to cdbaby.com/CD/Julie Tussey 4. I want to take a minute to say thank you so much to our supporters, underwriters, sponsors, those of you that give to our nonprofit corporation, The Voice Incorporated. If you want to give into this ministry and this program, you can go to The Voice INC. The Voice INC on Venmo, or you can email me at thejulietussyshow@gmail.com. Only on the Julie Tussey Show are you going to hear that you are not created to be ordinary but extraordinary. You are not created to be common but uncommon. You are not created to be average but above average. You are not created to be tolerable or passable. No, but you are created to be remarkable, noteworthy, impressive, striking, outstanding, brilliant, excellent, superb, praiseworthy. We could go on and on about how awesome you are. I'm here to empower you to fix what's broken in your life. Say thank you so much to our supporters, underwriters, sponsors, those of you that give to our nonprofit corporation, The Voice Incorporated. Become a VIP today, a Voice Impact Partner with me, and help us get this program and all of our other programming out to people to help their lives be better. To give today, you can find us on your Venmo app at The Voice INC. You can also find us on the Cash app. If you'd like to give by credit card, email me at thejulietussyshow@gmail and leave your phone number. Visit thejulietussyshow.com. Lots of fabulous shopping, beautiful things that you might want to get as a gift or for yourself. You can also reach out to me and communicate with me there. thejulietussyshow.com. If life is my oyster, darling, pass the hot sauce.